Hey, I'm Meghann Scully and this is the Limerick Post Show. I'm here in City Hall and I'm joined by Roger from Parkway, where obviously Going For Gold is a campaign that's taken across Limerick City and County, but there's something very special that's happening, the beautiful front garden competition.
Absolutely, Megan. The Parkway Shopping Centre have sponsored the most beautiful front garden competition for probably 8 or 9 years now. I think we missed the first year of Going For Gold, but after that we got on board. So we've been sponsoring this now for a good few years. Started off just in the city, and then when the city and county were amalgamated 3 or 4 years ago, it spread out to the county. So now we visit everywhere from Lahal to East Limerick to West Limerick to Newcastle West to all over the place. We get to see the whole county. It's great fun.
I can imagine it is fierce competition because I know people are very proud of their gardens.
Every year we discover new gardens. That's the beauty of this thing, that you think you've seen them all, and then suddenly 3 or 4 new gardens come in every year, and we get to see wonderful places around the city, hidden gems down back roads and in little front gardens in small little houses in the middle of the city and out in the back end of the country. It's great. It's really, really a wonderful experience.
Now, is there any certain criteria for entering the competition?
It has the garden has to be visible from the road.
Road frontage?
Road frontage, very expensive. So the garden has to be visible to the public from the road. That's it, really.
And is there any ever a theme, or is it just kind of up to the gardener themselves?
Absolutely up to the gardener themselves. Everybody has their own idea what's a beautiful front garden, and that's where the judges have the difficult part of it as well. We get in all the entry forms. When the initial entry comes in, it has to come with photographs. So it's shortlisted on the photographs. We couldn't visit every garden because we get so many, or we'd be on the road for weeks and weeks and weeks. So we shortlisted the gardens, and then the judges, who are anonymous and they come in, they visit the selected gardens and they select from that. But it's really what the judges decide they like, and what one judge thinks is beautiful mightn't suit another judge. So it's very subjective.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it there myself. Like, I absolutely adore roses, and then I don't like lilies at all. So I suppose it is really like the judges are going to have the hardest job ever.
Absolutely, and some judges like wildflowers, and some judges like very specific and very precise gardens. So that's where that's when the row starts, when they have to decide at the end of the day, and thank goodness that's somebody else's problem.
I have to say, I think now Limerick City has gotten really good, even for just having flower beds around the city. It really adds so much colour. So it's amazing to see that, because I just think it brightens up anywhere, any street, any corner. When you see colourful flowers, it's brilliant.
Well, Going For Gold has brought the whole gardening concept right across the city. Has brought it out into the public. So if you go through any of the estates in the city, you can see all the beautiful flower beds, and all the grass is always cut and everywhere is nice and tidy. And that's what Going For Gold has brought to Limerick. And we hope that the garden competition has done that for the houses, because every year, as I say, we see new gardens. We've had a couple of entries this year from previous winners who have completely redesigned their garden.
Oh, wow.
Now, we haven't visited the gardens yet, but we've seen the photographs. And yeah, there's some fabulous gardens out there.
Now, historically, what has won? Or is there ever been have you looked back and thought, a certain type of garden always seems to win, or is it just different every year?
It's different every year. It's absolutely different every year. We've had, I think, one garden who's placed a number of times. I think they won it once and have had a second or third on previous years, where there's consistent beauty in a garden. But then other years we've had wildflower gardens, and we've had totally landscape gardens, and we've had gardens that have been carved out of rocks and quarries, and we've had beautiful little gardens that are only maybe 6 or 8 feet square inside of a little house. I remember one year we had a beautiful basement garden in the city here, where you could actually look down from the road and the garden was under road level. It was actually down in the basement, and it was a tiny little plot, but it was absolutely beautiful.
That sounds absolutely amazing. And now, if someone wants to enter their garden, how do they get involved?
They can pick up an entry form at the Parkway Shopping Centre. They can pick it up here at City Hall from Sinead, or they can download it from limerick.ie website. Entries are open until the 14th, which is Wednesday next week, another week. 5 o'clock in the evening is closed, and then judging, we'll shortlist the gardens then shortly after that, and judging will take place in the last 2 weeks in August, maybe into the first week in September, depending on how many gardens the judges decide to visit at the end of the day. And
when shall we have a winner?
The winners will be announced at the Going For Gold event, which I think is the 10th of October this year in the Strand Hotel. Always a fabulous night. I really look forward to that night every year. And all the Going For Gold awards are done on the same night. And yeah, it's that really is a great fun night. So the finalists are all invited to come along to that event, and then the awards are announced on the night.
Well, I think it's safe to say the past couple of days the gardens have certainly gotten well watered.
They have got well watered, and unfortunately some of them got a little bit battered, but they will come back. Flowers are very resilient and they will come back. And everybody's going to be judged on the same. Everybody's got the same treatment from the weather. So, it's going to be across the board. Everybody have the same treatment. So if one person's garden is a little bit battered, so is everybody else's.
Yeah, true. Roger, thank you so much for chatting to the Limerick Post, and best of luck.
Meghann, thanks a million. It's great. And good luck to everybody who takes part in the competition. We have lots of entries already, but we were expecting hopefully a good few more. We have about another week. So, yeah, all being well now. There'll be huge entry, the biggest ever.
I'll tell you, I can't wait to see the winner. Thank you.
Thank you very much.